So Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is a spin-off from Star Wars, the first one in the Star Wars anthology series. So the rebels steal the Death Star plans. That's the premise. The main character's father is being forced to, help make the Death Star. Like everyone else said, the first half is pretty slow, but the second half is amazing. This second half is one of the best things that has ever come out of Star Wars. The battle scenes, they were intense, it felt like you were playing Battlefield. Gareth Edwards does a really good job showing scale, how big things are. Everyone else said they wanted more Vader. I honestly think he was in it for just the right amount of time. And that last scene he was in, that was awesome. So as for the characters, they were all likable people, but they really were bland. We did get to know the two main ones, but the other ones were, we have Jyn Erso, who's an overgrown, rebellious teenager who has a good heart, and Cassian Andor, who's a morally ambiguous guy who's dedicated to the cause. I do like that, we get to see a guy whose morals are kinda jumbled, but at the same time, he's willing to do the wrong thing one time for the greater good. The other three human members of the team were just underdeveloped. I also didn't really like the way the crew came together, they just kinda ran into each other instead of being recruited. There are a couple of CGI characters, and they're mostly good. I'll talk about that in the spoiler section. I feel like Forrest Whitaker was a bit underused. He's a really good actor, but he wasn't really in the movie that much. The main villain I liked. Ben Mendelsohn is a really good actor. There are a couple cameos, and I'll get to in the spoiler section, that are just really shoehorned in there. So yeah, let's get to this time on the clock to skip the spoilers. So yeah, they all died. I mean, I expected at least one of them to live, but they all died. Well, I mean, their deaths weren't wasted, though. They did die for a good reason. You didn't feel like, oh, they just killed off this person just for drama. No, they killed them off in the right way. So the CGI characters, the Tarkin CGI, he's in this movie a lot, and the CGI was good, but not in that first scene. His face wasn't moving enough when he talked. All the other scenes, it was fine, but that first scene, his mouth wasn't moving enough when he... Then at the end, there's Leia CGI, and that's just... it's not good. The Vader scene at the end, he just kills all the rebels. That's exactly what we wanted. I don't want to be like a sadistic guy that smiles while watching people get killed, but this is exactly the type of Vader we wanted. He's just cutting fools down, picking them up with the Force, and throwing them up against the ceiling. So the cameos that were shoehorned in, there's a C-3PO and R2-D2 one that's just really shoehorned in there. And, there's the two guys from the Cantina that was in, A New Hope, and that, they just were really shoehorned in there. So this is a good movie. It's got a good storyline, good direction, good writing. The thing that brought it down, once again, was the slow pace, the first half of the movie that was kind of just iffy, and the really underdeveloped characters. I'd say this movie is worth watching in theaters. By no means perfect, and by no means great, but really, really good. So yeah, be sure to subscribe. Bye.